Bienvenidos, y'all! Do you want to know how to improve your local SEO, build brand authority, and connect with local potential customers? Walk with me through Utica Square and Brookside while we dive in. Let's go! SEO is a long-term game, but there's things you can do in the short term that will massively improve your digital footprint. One of those things is video, not just on social media, not just that TikTok you do here, or the reel you do there, or the YouTube short that you get up, but things that are actually you in your community, like I am right now. I am at Utica Square, one of my favorite places during the holiday season. Can you see the beautiful window, the gorgeous displays? One of my favorite shops is actually removed. They had my favorite window displays, and now my new favorite is right here. And what could I do in this video to improve my local SEO? I could tag that business. So what am I doing to build my brand right now? I'm not just walking through Utica Square showing you my favorite holiday window displays. I'm telling you how to build your local SEO. That helps my brand authority. You can do the same thing in whatever creative way makes sense for your brand. You can pick locations around town, tag local businesses that you love, that you are connecting with as you create your content. You can select the location of wherever you are. So when people look for that location on Instagram, on Facebook, on Google, wherever, your video comes up. That is local SEO, and it's something you can do easily, quickly, and creatively. So let's get practical. What's something you could do, let's say, if you were a restaurant owner here in Tulsa and you needed to impact not just sales, but again, your local SEO. Let's say, yeah, you need butts in seats for sales, but you also want to generate extra revenue by increasing your takeout orders. You could create a reel, a short, a TikTok by getting video of somebody munching into some of your best, juiciest burgers at some really popular locations around town. And then what can you do? You can tag those locations when you post to Facebook, when you post to Instagram, when you get it on TikTok, when you get it on YouTube. Yeah, SEO has a whole lot to do with your website. That's something that is ongoing. It is the long-term game. It is the big battle, but something you can do right now is actually improve your SEO on social media through video. So a big way that people try to improve their local digital footprint is by connecting with local influencers. Well, as a small business owner, as a marketer, I can tell you that I've worked with a lot of small businesses who have contacted local influencers, who have given free merch, who have given them free stuff, who have had them post, do stories, do videos, whatever, and it has not impacted sales. Y'all, this might be a little controversial. Sorry, local influencers, we do love you, but we also got to impact revenue, right? And so instead of connecting with local influencers, I'm going to tell small businesses who need to improve their digital local footprint to connect with other small businesses that share your audience. Maybe they don't offer your same product or service, but they share the same customer that you do. And by getting creative and collaborating, you have a chance to improve that local SEO, that local digital footprint, share customers who you guys might not know about one another, and rise overall and impact sales. So what does that look like? What does it look like to connect with another brand or business instead of an influencer on social to increase that digital footprint? Okay, so right now I'm wearing our Poodle 918 hoodie. What could we have done to actually connect with potential Hispanic members of the Tulsa community who have so much pride to either be business owners here or just live here and love Oklahoma? We could have partnered with maybe the Hispanic Chamber for an upcoming event. Their audience is our audience for this brand. We could have done something with the Dia de los Muertos Festival. We could have done something with that First Friday art thing that happens every month downtown. We have someone else in town shares our potential target audience. Again, the key when you are making these connections with brands to improve that digital footprint is that they don't necessarily share your product or service, they share your target audience. So you may not necessarily be in the same industry, but you share the same customer. And by working together, you reach one another's people and you both rise. You both know that through this collaboration, whatever money you spend on, say, the video you create, the photos you take, the merch you put out there is going to have an impact on sales. Why? Because they have built know, like, and trust that sales funnel with their audience, and you've built it with yours. And now you're coming together and saying, hey, I trust this person, you should too, and let's do this together. So we talked a little bit about how it is tough when you're trying to build your local footprint, when you partner with influencers and you just do not see that return on ad spend that you need to as a small business owner. Instead, what I'm going to tell you is that if you are not seeing something like a return with Facebook ads, you need to try again, because it has incredible capabilities for anybody locally who needs to see foot traffic. So if you are a brick and mortar business, you need people coming through that door. You need butts in seats. You need people looking through your merch. I want you to try to use Facebook's local targeting. Let's draw that digital ad back to what we're talking about today. How can we build authority and connection with our local audience? That means we want everything we are doing to really come back to a stronger purpose. So I'm saying, if you're gonna run that local ad, don't just throw up a photo of something and say, all right, there, I put some dollars behind it and I know that it's targeting locally. No, don't do that. Instead, do something like this. Where am I right now? I am on Brookside. I am building authority by talking about my knowledge, what I know about digital marketing and how it can help you. I want you to do something in the same way. What would you do? I don't know. What did I say earlier, where somebody's like munching into a burger at all of these great locations here in town? That could be a great ad. Why? It shows obviously that you're local. You're going to run it based off who is in your area recently, who's lived in that area, so you know you're targeting the right people. But it is automatically building authority by saying like, hey, we're not just in Tulsa, we are Tulsa. So let's bring it back to that bigger thing about SEO. It has to impact your website, y'all. That is the long game, and your website needs to be adding fresh content. So every time you create a video that's going to be run as an ad, that can probably be put up on your website somewhere. Is it for a product? Now it is a video that is actually going to say, look at this product, I don't know, in town, whatever it is. It is adding that fresh content to your website, that stuff like Google wants to see, and it is actually improving your sales process and conversion for whatever that product is. If it was an ad running on social for the product, why isn't it in the product description also selling that product? You see what I mean? All of your efforts in order to build that local digital footprint, chances are they can be used in multiple places, on social media, on your website. All of those things will come together to build that local SEO that every small business desperately needs. So let me just give you the rundown on how I'm doing it for my brand and for my website. Right now, I walked you through Utica Square. I have walked you through Brookside. You better believe I'm gonna tag those things. It's gonna be in the written description for wherever this video goes. So that way when somebody looks up those search terms, my video is part of those results. I'm going to be tagging the location for these things in Facebook, in Instagram. I'm going to be using that stuff on TikTok, on YouTube Shorts. And you know what? The longer format video is going to go on my website with a written description that has those same search terms, that is going to help the SEO for my website rise. It is going to help so many different things. And of course, it's going on YouTube. Why? Because YouTube is its own search engine. So what are we gonna do in order to increase our local brand authority and make those connections that we so desperately need as a small business owner? We're gonna get out into the community. If you are a service provider, you're gonna share your knowledge and then tag all these locations of where you're at. You're gonna get that amazing content on your website to also help your SEO for your website locally rise in search results. And what else are you gonna do if you have a product? You're gonna take that product and get it out in town so you can tag those locations. You're gonna also partner with other local brands that share your target audience. So they are not the same as your product, they are not the same as your service, but you do have the same customer. And you guys are gonna create cool stuff and help one another rise on social media. And all of these search terms, all of this tagging is going to help you. Y'all, as a small business owner, I like everything I do to be multi-purposed. So when I create one thing, I want it to go lots of places. I want it to make sure that it has that local digital impact. I want to make sure that it's building my brand authority. I want to know that I can use it as an ad. I want to know that I can use it to help sell my service or my product. We take one asset and we do a whole lot at Hollyfield Consulting with that one thing. So if you need help with that, go to hollyfieldconsulting.com. That's HOLLYFIELD consulting.com. You can also check the links that are associated with this video wherever you find it. And I'll see you next time.